Hello and welcome to RevEx's Social Distancing Small Table Show Episode 3. I am your host, Professor X. My t-shirt today, Sheet Metal Workers Union. And then my t-shirt, Change the Rules, Be the Power. And it's a picture of one of Martin Luther King Jr.'s mug shots and a crown. Okay. Oh, my shirt, Hug a Union Thug. If you're not familiar with that, a few years back, it's been a long time where Fox News and Russian, all these people call union members thugs, and that we use violence and all this stuff, which is not accurate. And so one year we went after them with this Hug a Union Thug campaign, and this is one of our shirts from that. And I am a union thug, by the way, and I'm from the very, very thuggish News Guild.
She said.
Also, my shirt for the day, shake, shake, March for Life from 2018. No guns, guns suck. Today my t-shirt is Less Than Jake, and I got this shirt at Warped Tour because I'm an adult. All right, my shirt today is my official Trump for President campaign shirt. Whatever. So my shirt today is the Smart Army Sheet Metal Workers. This is one of the unions that I work with at work, and they help make sure that we have things like the railroads that get your goods from one place to another and get medicine from one place or another, like right now. So during this coronavirus time, there are a lot of people still working and doing shit. And many of them are in unions, and hopefully the ones that aren't can get there, because if not, they're probably being screwed over by their employers. My shirt today is Vinyl Fever, and if you don't know what Vinyl Fever is, it means you've probably never been to Tallahassee or lived there for a very significant part of time. Tallahassee, Florida. But from at least the late 80s into the early 2000s, I think that's the time period, Vinyl Fever, over several locations, originally started out as a place that sold vinyl and cassettes that were reused and stuff like that. So it was the good used music store / place in town. And then it graduated to cassettes and graduated to CDs and various stuff like that. And all throughout the time that it existed, it had the best selection. It was the place where you went to get underground hip hop. It was the place where you went to get punk. It was the place where you went to get, I got all my George Carlin collection through them. So it was also one of the few places, it was an independent place, and it was one of the few places that you could look up an album that was available anywhere in the world in the distribution charts in those days, and then they would contact the distributor and get it and bring it into the store so you could buy it. So if you see the wall behind here, and if you've ever seen the art in my place, there's a massive collage, and it starts here, but it literally goes 4 times as much down the room. And much of this is a collage of cassette covers. Back in the day, I had an actual collection of cassettes that reached 10,000 individual cassettes, and this lasted up into the 90s. Late 90s, early 2000s, I largely skipped the CD era. I went directly from cassettes to digital with a little bit of in between. And so when I went to digital, though, I had 10,000 cassettes. And so I took all the little covers of the cassettes, of the ones that I liked, or the ones that meant the most to me, or the ones that I thought had cultural relevance, and made them into this massive collage that I've then brought with me from Florida to DC to Virginia to DC to different parts of DC. So that's where all those cassettes got at Vinyl Fever. As were these postcards that make up this thing. They used to have a postcard rack, not this one, which is from the Hirschhorn, but the rest of these were all on the postcard rack of Vinyl Fever back in the day. So, and you can tell that they're all up to a certain point. So there's a lot of, you got your Quentin Tarantino stuff quite heavily featured on there. And then some throwback stuff that was cool back at that point. So like your Star Wars or your, Twin Peaks, X-Files, a couple other things in here. River Phoenix seemed to make it into rotation, all kinds of whatever. So this is very, very 90s. Yeah. Rage Against the Machine. Yeah, there's that Burning Monk Rage Against the Machine postcard. So yeah, so they sold those, all kinds of stuff. Eventually went out of business because, you know, things went from digital to whatever. So, Vinyl Fever. My shirt is clearly a Georgetown basketball jersey. And my shirt, not shockingly, is the Gremlins Maguire shirt. There, I am your host, Professor X. My shirt today, Pee Wee Herman tribute. There you go. Love it. And my t-shirt today is Union Values at Work from AFL-CIO. My shirt today is Star Wars Force Awakens. Ooh, controversy. I'm your host, Professor X. My t-shirt today, Hug a Union Thug. You've probably seen it before since this apocalypse is getting pretty fucking long and we're getting into the deep number of episodes. Today, my t-shirt is clearly Dark Phoenix. My t-shirt today is Old School Nintendo Addict. Now, if there are any wealthy donors out there that would like to anonymously gift me a Nintendo Switch for the apocalypse, I would accept that, totally. My t-shirt today is from the Gain Street Fest, Tallahassee, Florida's premier festival for hard rock and alternative and punk and metal and hip hop. And it was the first festival I ever performed at. If you could see the back, it's a list of all the shows that were there and a show that I participated in called Hip Hop Organic, H2O, performed at that with me and my friend Nathan from Florida, who hopefully is watching this, and we'll do some of his own stuff on his own because he's very talented. All right, I am your host, Invisible Professor X. My t-shirt today, which you can't see, is my Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. or Hydra. It's the Hydra logo. Black shirt with a white Hydra logo. I mean, you can't see it though because it's invisible. My t-shirt today, Eric B. for president. The only presidential candidate I still fully and wholeheartedly endorse at this point. My t-shirt tonight, you might have seen this one before, the Addict one. The thing with this one is if you're out at a club wearing this shirt, then you always have people come up and push these buttons. And the people that push these buttons are either people that are attracted to you and are trying to flirt with you, or douchebags. My t-shirt tonight is, of course, Prince. This is from the Baltimore concert that he gave after the Freddie Gray thing. My t-shirt is the new Disney place down there. In-laws got this for me. I haven't actually been yet. My t-shirt today, show me the label. Make sure that when you can, you buy American-made or union-made, and then if you can, American-made, but especially union-made goods, so that you're not getting screwed over, and also the workers who made your products aren't getting screwed over. My t-shirt here, I got lost, which was from Hawaii, which I went to like seemingly 2 months ago, but it was more like 2 years ago. Did I scare you? Scared you, didn't I? Sorry about that. All right, I am your host, Professor X. My t-shirt, Batman. My button, oh, the Joker. My t-shirt, Bonnaroo 2014, good time. No trick since 86. My t-shirt today is from the Women's March from 2017, January 2017, the day after inauguration. My t-shirt today is Prophets of Rage, rest in peace, but long live Rage Against the Machine and Cypress Hill and Public Enemy. My t-shirt today, Dark Phoenix from the comics, not from the movies. My t-shirt today, awesome. It's the, if you don't know, you don't know. I'm not going to explain it to you. If you don't get it, you don't get it. My t-shirt today is Against Me, one of my favorite live bands, and I hope if you can see it there, there's kind of a magic eye thing going on. My t-shirt tonight, Towson, shout out to Samara.
Before we get started today, I just want to remind you, don't forget to subscribe so that you never miss a video and I make ad revenue.